And then on next week's episode, she's developed a sty under one of her eyes. Baby, that's what you get when you're a villain. You get a sty. You get a little old eye infection, honey. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. I said,
hey, girl.
Welcome back to my channel.
Okay.
Hey, y'all. I'm comedian Jazmyn W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to have you here. Listen, I was looking at my stats and I realized that most of the people who watch my videos do not subscribe to me. And that is a damn shame.
It is.
Okay, that's just a shame at this point. Okay, so if you want to support small black creators
like me,
go ahead and subscribe to my channel right now. I must let y'all know that if you're not following me on Instagram or TikTok, you are missing out on a lot of laughs. So go ahead and follow me on those platforms here. Also, a lot of people be asking me, what makeup do I use? What are my favorite things? So if you want to know some of my favorite things, shop with me on Amazon. Click the link below to find my Amazon profile and follow me on there and look at some of my favorite things and, you know, get cute or whatever. I'm so excited to be doing this review over episode number 2 of The Bachelor, but I must let you know that Married at First Sight starts this week and I will be doing the reviews on that show, and you can join me live for OWN's Ready to Love finale happening this week and next week. I will be going live
on Friday
to talk about those shows right after the show. With a little cocktail, honey. So if you want to get into it and kiki over those shows, even if you didn't watch the season, watch the reunion and then jump on my live here on YouTube and let's have a cocktail and kiki together. Listen, you guys, I am really excited about this season of The Bachelor, okay? But there are a couple of things that I just really need to get off my chest.
Here she go.
I need to get everybody together really quick. Okay, so there are a few points that I need to make. I didn't write them down beforehand, but I'm gonna make sure I touch all of them, okay? The very first point
go ahead.
is if you are in my comments telling me that I don't need to be watching The Bachelor because it is a white show and they don't have enough black representation and all of that, then you should go back and watch my reaction videos of the last season of Insecure.
Number 1.
And you should go back and watch all of my reaction videos to the most recent season of Ready to Love on OWN.
Number 2.
And number 3, if you are not subscribed to my channel, I don't want to hear it at all.
Period.
That's the very first thing. Listen, if I had to only watch TV shows with black creators, executive producers, black representation, honey, there would be very little to watch on TV. So let me just enjoy The Bachelor, no matter who is on the show. That brings me to my second point.
Get to it.
I do not watch The Bachelor for black representation.
Sure don't.
This is the 25th Bachelor. On number 25, we finally get to a black dude.
Finally.
This is not my first time watching this show. I do not watch this show to watch black people fall in love. That's why I watch other shows for that. I watch this show so that I can watch white women get drunk and act a fool.
Period.
If I watched it to watch black people fall in love, I would have been disappointed for the last 24 seasons.
Right.
This is no different, okay? Listen, I think we have to understand that this show is what it is. I do not walk into Starbucks asking for fried chicken. So I am not going to go to the Bachelor producers, ABC or whatever show it's on, whatever network it's on, and ask them to represent me.
Nope.
That's what our spaces are for.
Oh.
Is it good to have representation? Of course it is.
BT.
But do I want to watch all my queens fall in love with this man for him to pick a white woman? No, I do not. So why don't we just have our own show? It's the same thing with the other show that I like to watch, Love Island.
In the UK.
We do this every season with Love Island. They put a black girl in the mix and nobody ever chooses her. Why do we keep doing this to ourselves?
Why?
Why can't we just create spaces for ourselves to fall in love with each other if that's what we want to do, okay? I watch this show to watch white women get drunk and argue with each other. That's the whole point of me kikiing about this show, okay?
It's funny.
I didn't watch the people on the Capitol and think, I wish there was some black representation there. No, stay out of white people's business.
Okay.
Yes, I wanted to do the show because it was a black bachelor, but I am not begging for him to choose a black woman. And that brings me to my third point.
And final point.
In nan part of my first video, did I say that I wanted or needed or desired Matt to choose a black woman? Ever. You know why? Because I literally do not care.
Simply.
I know plenty of black men who want black women, honey. Like them just like me, honey. Brown, chocolate, melanin, popping, okay? Matt not wanting to be with a black woman makes no difference to me, honey. You know why? Because I don't care.
I don't today, and I won't tomorrow.
And then how about when I get to the point to where I'm executive producing a show for dating, it will be for the melanated.
Colored.
But until then, honey, we will kiki. That's what we're here to do.
Entertainment.
Let's get into the show. The first thing, I would like to have a quote from my mother. My mother says, "What black man says stoked?"
None of them.
I think Matt said stoked a couple times on this episode, and I said, "Mom, I do not know one." She said, "Is that something we say?" No, it is not, okay? And that should be the first sign for y'all to be quiet about him choosing a black woman, number one, okay? Because don't nobody say stoked. Does anybody even say stoked anymore? Like, anyway. Today we're going to go in the order of the episode. We're actually not going to touch on every single woman on the show because not every woman on the show even got a chance to speak because there are so many right now. So let's go in order of the episode. Here are my observations. The first thing I'll say is Matt went on a date with Bree that started off with some like four-wheelers or whatever they were doing, honey, and mud. And then Matt took off his shirt to chop some wood, honey. Listen, we're gonna see Matt shirtless a few times. I personally think that when Matt takes off his shirt and stands there, he looks very awkward.
Very.
And then they got into the hot tub or whatever. So, listen, I thought him and Bree had a real connection. But I was distracted by Matt's very long chin. He has like a Disney chin, doesn't he?
Yes.
Like, I don't know what his chin reminds me of he looks like a cartoon character. I think that he kind of looks like a hot dog or something. Like, what is the cartoon hot dog, honey? Because his chin is long and he got the eyes and everything. It just distracts me, okay? He looks like a hot dog. I don't know what it is. But anyway, him and Bree in the hot tub was really cute. I do think that they relate to each other a lot because they're both biracial and they both have absentee fathers.
Girl.
And were raised by single mothers. Bree mentioned that her mom gave birth to her when she was 13. I was like, wow, that is very, very young. It sounds like her mom is moving on and having another baby and stuff like that, and she feels left out. I wrote down Bree's very cute, but all of Matt's kisses are unnatural. I do think that I said that the first time on the first episode when he kissed Abigail, it was unnatural to me.
Forced.
And on this episode with Bree when they were in the hot tub, it also seemed a little bit unnatural. I think he's just a little bit awkward, you know? And maybe that's just how all of his kisses look. I don't know, but it looked a little unnatural to me, honey. Next, I want to talk about Rachel. Rachel was trending last week because somebody got on TikTok and said that Rachel bullied them in high school for liking black guys or liking black boys in high school. And a couple of you guys in the comments asked me if I had saw that tea. Yeah, I saw the tea on TikTok. But honestly, I don't really even know how to feel about it because the person who posted it, I saw it on TikTok, you know. The person who posted it just had the camera on the TV and said, "Not you bullying me for liking black boys in high school." All of the comments were turned off. I don't believe they made another video about it. This was last week though. When I clicked on their profile, I saw that was one of like the most recent videos that they did. And they didn't talk about it anymore. So I'm like, okay, well, honey, you got to come out and give the tea or I'm not paying attention. You know what I mean? Like, how you going to come out and say that she bullied you but not say anything else about it or even show who you are? That kind of is a little bit sketchy to me. So
right.
I don't really care. I'm completely ignoring that because, like, babe, give me the story time. You know?
Scoop.
Anyway, next, they called out a bunch of names on the group date. And we found out that all the girls were going to get dressed up in wedding dresses, take pictures with Matt, and then also do paintballing or whatever.
Whatever.
Try to kill each other, child. Like, my thing is the photographer, Frank, though. First of all, Frank had on a pink suit and his skin looked pink. Honey, you do not wear a suit that matches your skin, Frank.
Please.
And then Frank had on fur, but it looked like a cheap fur. What was going on with Frank? I'm like, is he on coke? This is the Bachelor photographer. Is he on here every season? Because I do not remember seeing him.
Ever.
That was a little odd to me. I'm like, what is Frank doing? And why is he on the show, honey, looking like this? He looked a mess. He looked like he had been up all night binge drinking or something like that. I don't know what the problem is. Let's just go ahead and get to Victoria, okay? Because Victoria was acting a plumb fool on the date with Frank. Now, we all know that Victoria is a plant from the producers. She's the villain. She's there to really get to know Matt. And we all know that Matt is going to keep Victoria on the show for as long as possible to annoy all of the girls.
Right.
For ratings, to get on our nerves and make us upset, but he don't really like her. Like, we all know that Matt is not even probably remotely attracted to Victoria. Okay, so let me go in on her really quick. Victoria says she's not here to make friends, okay? She's here for Matt, which is what all of the villains say every single season. Like, this is nothing new, okay? Girl, we know you're not here to make friends. You're the villain. But Victoria on the date where she dressed up in the wedding dress, first of all, she's sloppy as hell. She kissed Matt. She, like, basically made out with him. But it looked disgusting. Like, Victoria, to me, I just don't understand why Victoria would agree to be the villain on the show.
Why?
Why would anybody agree to be hated by all of the women watching TV in America right now? Like, I don't understand why you agree to that.
She thirsty.
Like, I'm like, is she a stand-up comedian or what is going on? Why would she agree to this? I don't understand. When Victoria finally got her time with Matt, she says, well, I'm pretty insecure. Newsflash, baby. Men do not like women who are insecure. Why are you telling him this?
Nobody likes that.
Why are you telling him that you are insecure? Well, yeah, I'm trying to get over it. Baby, she would have been eliminated that night if this was a true show. If, like, this was a real show, she would have been eliminated immediately. He would have said, you know what, you can go ahead and go. You're insecure, baby. You don't feel good about yourself. Go ahead and go. In fact, a real black man would have said, oh, you insecure? Damn. So you just gonna tell me you insecure?
Right.
Wow, that's sad. Like, a real black man would have looked her straight in the eyes and been like, that's sad. I'm sorry. Then he would have asked the producers, hey, can we go ahead and let her go home? Because she don't feel good about herself.
Girl.
Period. The second time Victoria sat down with Matt, she talked about how the house is toxic. Girl, are you trying to get to know Matt? Or are you sitting here to complain? Like, is he your counselor? Because all you doing is complaining to him, girl. You're not bringing nothing to the table.
Nothing.
Nobody really likes her. Not even Matt, okay? We just have to mentally remember that because she's annoying to watch. And I saw that some magazine, I'm not even gonna like Google it, did a article about her. Who is the queen? Is this the kind of privileges y'all give white women?
Duh.
They are the villain on the show and you give them an article? Oh my God, child. Chineke. No ma'am. Anyway, getting back to the group dates, okay? Mari won Most Valuable Bride on the day, and Mari is actually really gorgeous. I personally think that when she took pictures with Matt in her wedding dress, she looked really cute with him. Because she's really gorgeous. I think she's a little boring though, so I don't think she's gonna make a connection with him at all. She's just too tame, honey. She's supposed to give me a little bit more personality, Mari.
Right.
Listen, the one thing I don't understand is why did all of the girls get into a paint fight in their wedding dresses? Then when they got back to the mansion, they all sat on the couches like they weren't musty and dirty. Baby girls, y'all need to take a bath. I know y'all don't do that at home, do you? You go out and play and then you come home and sit on the couch in your paint?
No home training.
Musty? Child, no ma'am. And then everybody's crying. I'm just so exhausted.
Girl, from what?
I'm so tired. And I really wanted the date. Girl, it is day 2. You will be okay. It's day 2. Last night was the first rose ceremony. Now, it's day 2, girl. And you didn't get to talk to him and now you're crying? So the girls who won the date got to go on individual dates with Matt, and Lauren got the date rose. First of all, Lauren is absolutely gorgeous,
Beautiful.
honey. I'm talking about she's bad, okay? She's really, really beautiful. And she's a lawyer. Okay, Lauren, I see you. She's really actually might be the most beautiful girl in the show, in my opinion. She's just stunning. And I think that her and Matt had a really good connection. One thing I liked about Lauren, okay, this is a tip. She got to explain what she was looking for in a relationship, and she did it with confidence and poise and a lot of class. And I think that it was probably really hard for Matt to ignore the fact that she had a lot of confidence, a lot of class. Her parents were still together, so she has a really good, solid at-home life or whatever, upbringing and everything. And she really knows what she wants. Plus, she's successful, she's beautiful, and all of that. So I don't understand, how she did not walk away with a rose, honey. I see why he gave her the rose, because she's bomb, period. Yesenia got time with him. Oh my God. The first thing Yesenia says is, I've dealt with a lot of infidelity.
Girl,
Matt don't want to hear that you've been cheated on by everybody you've been with.
At all.
Damn, everybody didn't cheated on you? Oh my God. Like, you brung up a lot of infidelity. Everybody's cheated on you and you crying. Then you want to kiss. Honey, let me tell you something. The last thing a man wants to do after you cry is kiss. Okay? Do you guys know that according to science, a woman crying actually lowers a man's libido? Ooh. I'm not saying that you should never cry around a man. I'm just saying that the first time that you sit down and talk to him is not the time to be crying. Be fun, show your personality, let him know who you are in your background, but don't talk about everybody who's cheated on you the very first time you sit down. Yesenia, oh my gosh, girl, you too cute for that.
Boring.
Next, Matt had a one-on-one date with Sarah. I will say that even though Sarah looks older than Matt, she's really pretty. She really is.
Much older.
So, she was holding back quite a bit because she didn't want to talk about the fact that she takes care of her father because he has a condition. I understand Sarah's reservations. I'm glad she finally opened up. He wanted to give her the rose really, really bad. I feel like the producers were like, Sarah, just open up.
Please do it.
Tell him about your dad.
Just open up.
And Matt was like, yeah, just tell me. And they were like, just do it, Sarah. I feel like somebody told her to just open up and then, Matt, give her the rose.
Give it to her.
I kind of feel like everything was just behind the scenes, just plain.
Made up.
But she ended up opening up, telling him about her dad or whatever. That was really cute. She does seem really, really genuine. Like, she's really a sweet person, Sarah does. I just didn't like the fact that Sarah was like, I've never felt like that with anyone. This was literally y'all's first time hanging out. I know the producers be telling y'all to say this, but it's like, girl, you ain't never felt like that with nobody ever.
Ever?
I've never had a conversation like this ever.
It's also new.
Matt. It's like, y'all just really be acting like y'all in love. For real. I see why they don't have a lot of black women on this show. Because black women ain't about to say, all of us, you're not about to get 30 black women to say, I think I'm starting to love him. We're going to be like, I don't know if I love him yet. I mean, he's okay. Like, we're not going to do it. I'm sorry. Like, we're just not. Y'all were in my comments talking about Kit and how her mom is, Liz Claiborne or somebody, honey. Somebody from Macy's. Child,
Girl, not Liz Claiborne.
Her dress was ugly. I hope that was not her mama's dress, okay? Because that was not cute. Kit's talking like, is it weird at like how comfortable I am with you? Yes, it is, Kit, because guess what? You haven't had any time with him. It is very weird how comfortable you are with him. And once Victoria gets eliminated, trust me, Kit will be the next villain. Trust me, honey.
Villain number 2.
But I mark my word on that, okay? But y'all, maybe I'm wrong because Kit got the first rose tonight during the rose ceremony. And I was really shocked that he called her first because he's had plenty of other conversations with other girls. On screen time with Kit really, really hasn't been shown. So maybe they have a real connection outside of, what we've seen. Next, okay, the drama between Marilyn and Victoria. First of all, this is all made up drama by Victoria, so I don't even feel like I want to talk about it too much. I think it's all stupid. But I thought it was very interesting that Matt got Marilyn an orchid because that was her favorite flower. Baby, where's my rose?
I need a rose,
This
Matt.
is another reason why I couldn't be on the show, honey. If Matt would have gave me a orchid, honey, I would have said, this is cool. Do I get a rose with this?
Period.
I mean, that's cute and everything. I'm glad you remembered. But where's my rose? Babe, I don't think it was really cool for him to give her a flower, but not give her a rose. I mean, give me a rose with my orchid. Like, come on. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, honey. And then also, what is up with the girls getting time with Matt and spilling their sad guts? Marilyn was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Matt. It's been really hard for me. Girl, you have only been there 48 hours. What has been hard?
One night, literally.
Y'all just too dramatic. I'm sorry. Y'all are too dramatic. That's why you got an orchid, girl. You too dramatic, okay? Anyway, the last thing I'll say is Marilyn and Victoria got into Matt's head because Victoria went and told Matt that Marilyn was a bully. She's gonna say that anybody who stands up to her is a bully. We all know that she's the true villain on the show. Marilyn is not the villain. She's literally so sweet.
Right.
But let me tell you something. Karma will get that ass, okay? Because Victoria, did y'all see the bags under Victoria's eyes? And then on next week's episode, she's developed a sty.
Bacteria.
Under one of her eyes. Baby, that's what you get when you're a villain. You get a sty. You get a little old eye infection, honey. That's that bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
That's that bacteria in your eye, honey. That's what you get for being rude and nasty. So nasty, so rude. So nasty, so rude, as Nene Leakes would say, honey. And that's what happens to you. That's karma for you, Victoria, okay? Now you're going to be on the show for the rest of the season with a puffy sty under your eye. And how you going to kiss Matt while being insecure,
gross,
and having low self-esteem, honey, and now you got a sty and bags under your eyes. Child, that's what you get, okay? And that's the end of my review right there, period. We're going to end that on Victoria and her little friend under her eye. Her little friend. Anyway, y'all, listen. I'd love to know what you thought about this episode. It was a little slow, right? I'm ready for some more action. A girl fainted. I think it was it Sarah at the end of the episode? She got a little dizzy and started fainting, honey. She probably needed a sandwich or something, to be honest, because a lot of these girls are just so small, girl. I'm like, did they just pick the smallest girls in America, or what happened, child? Because
right,
I ain't seen no ass since the show started. But anyway, I digress. Y'all, oh, and I must tell y'all, my little friend commenting is my inner me. And this is how I like to run my channel, okay?
Right.
When I go back and edit my videos, I think, wow, girl, you look a fool just talking to the camera for 30 minutes. And so I make commentary over my videos. It's my own voice.
It's
me.
And
that's what sets my channel apart from other people's, okay? If you don't like it, I'm sorry to this man.
Sorry.
I don't know what to tell you, okay? I just realized that I've had a cake frosting in my hair this whole time, y'all. So go ahead and please support this video because I'm a mess today. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'll see y'all on Wednesday or Thursday morning. Bye.
Bye.